twist.
Who are ya? Who are ya? Hey.
I think I'm gonna pass out. All my toes in his mouth.
I can't get my eyelashes right, I've just had them done.
Thanks for listening. That was so shit. What a bad introduction that was.
Should we try again?
Yeah.
Is it me?
No, it was me. That was all me.
I thought it sounded good.
No, it probably was good. It's just me being me.
Okay.
What have you been up to this week? Anything exciting?
Been to work in exchange for some money.
Well, what's it been like? Been busy?
Yeah. Yesterday was the worst day I've ever encountered.
What happened?
I just hated life. But then I woke up this morning and I come on my period and everything makes sense. Every month I'm surprised at my own hormone level reactions. That's enough of that.
I just pulled the face at every bloke who's going to listen to that bit and goes, period.
That's okay. We'll end it there. What about your week? How's your week been? Please tell me it's better than mine.
I've not been on my period, so
Oh,
I might be actually. I feel a bit emotional this week.
Oh.
And right, so George's tooth fell out.
Okay.
He decides to tell me at like 9:30 at night, just as I'm putting him to bed.
Did you have change?
No change whatsoever.
Fuck's sake.
Honestly, he's like, he comes down. I'm like, right, brush your teeth. And he literally was like, speaking of teeth, my tooth fell out today. And I'm sitting there going, did it? Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to put it under my pillow. As they do, because that's the done thing.
That's the rule.
I was like, yeah. Hey, just before we do that, we need to nip the shop. Like, what for? I'm like, we've got no milk.
So Daddy needs to go to the cash machine, draw out £10, buy some milk, just so I've got something rattling in my pocket to exchange.
Hey, what do you think is the acceptable rate for a tooth these days?
£1 max.
£1 max? Yeah, I'm going with that.
Yeah.
It's just a quid.
Maybe a £5 for your first one, maximum.
They're even younger though. It's like 50p. They think it's big money.
But
there's kids in George's class, and their parents like, oh yeah, we give a tenner.
What?
A tenner
for a fucking tooth?
For a tooth?
Nah.
Mate, I'd be pulling my teeth out daily.
Maybe they do. I
would
swear it's wobbly, Mum.
So we go to the shop.
I'd do that for a tenner now.
Start yanking your teeth, Ali. Mind you, just go Turkey, get new ones anyway.
Yeah, be sound.
I think it's cost a bit more than a tenner a tooth, but so we went to the shop, got some change, come back, right? Now, when it comes to like the tooth fairy, now I know the gist of it. You put the tooth under the pillow, wait for him to fall asleep. This is a spoiler alert. You sneak in, you reach under, you take the tooth, you put the pound in. I don't know whose idea that was to put a tiny, tiny little tooth under a dead weight of a child. Honestly, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, but do you not wrap it in toilet paper or something so that you know that you're feeling for that? Do you just make your... Stop it. Do you just tell your children to put the tooth on its own?
Is that not? Is that what people do?
No. We always had to wrap ours in tissue and put it under your pillow.
Well, that would make my life easier.
Are you kidding me?
Is that what people do?
That's what we did. Well, that's what I did as a kid.
Oh, it was just a tooth under?
Wrap it up and put it under, or
Wow.
you can get like little like velvety bags that you put them in there, like a little drawstring pouch. So then you just grab that. I can't believe you.
Honestly, right. I had to sneak in on my hands and
It's like
feet.
an episode of The Cube or something. Trying to
it doesn't help
master
because we've got new carpet in the room as well, and the door's not been shaved. You know, so it goes. It makes that.
Yeah.
As you.
So you've got that to contend with.
So I'm trying to sneak in, and then the floorboards are a bit creaky as well. So I'm down on all fours, sneaking across his room.
We've all been there, whether that was to collect teeth or not.
Down on all fours, sneaking into his room across his bed, and then I'm like putting my arm under his pillow, and I'm trying to feel for this tooth, and I couldn't find it. It took me like I'm not exaggerating. It took me like 40 minutes to eventually find it. If he would have woke up, I don't know what would have said. What you doing, Dad? I'd be like, I'm just trying to get the charger, mate. I found the tooth. I put the quid under it. But no one tells you what do you do with the tooth after it. There's no law. There's no rule book. No one tells you. So I just put mine in the drawer next to my bed.
No, you don't.
Mate, I've got a drawer.
A little nonce-dentist over here.
I've got a drawer full of baby teeth.
How do you explain that when someone finds them?
I don't know. Like one day he will, because George roots. He roots through my room. I know he does.
Just bin them.
I know.
Why do you want a mingy tooth?
Right. So it's because like you always feel like and it's everything to do with like with having kids. You always feel like you have to keep it. There's some of the stuff like
You really don't.
Honestly, I'm getting I'm out of that novelty from school. Do you know when they send all the schoolwork home? And at first, like, oh, that's amazing, and it's not. It's dead shit.
It's shit.
Do you ever think like Picasso's mum was like that?
I reckon he probably had a nice little artistic flair, to be honest.
I still reckon Picasso's mum was like, yeah, it's shit, that mate. But I'm upstairs. Call me lazy, but I can't be bothered going back downstairs to put it in the bin. And I always have the intention of like, I'll put that in the drawer and I'll take it downstairs in the morning. And I don't.
Have you not got like a little bin in your bedroom?
No, because I'm a bloke. Why
bin
would
in
I
the
do
bathroom?
That? No, I'm a bloke. Why would I do that? There's no females that live in my house.
Well, what do you do when you've like cleaned your ears? What do you do with the little cotton wool buds?
I don't do it in the bathroom.
Bedroom?
Wherever I am in that moment in time.
Oh, so if you do that in your bedroom but there's no bin there, do you put that in the drawer with the teeth as well? Or do I'll take that down tomorrow?
No, my cotton bud things are downstairs. And
oh, that's normal.
Yeah, well, it's like it's on paper it's a dining room, but it's not a dining room. It's just a room that we shove all our shit in.
Okay.
And that's where it is. So that's where I keep my deodorant, aftershave. It's all there, ready to spray on the way out the door. And we cotton buds. Anyway, I digress. So I've got this drawer full of baby teeth. I don't know if I'm meant to keep it. I don't want to keep it.
I think the first one, yes, you can. Any more than that?
You just bin it.
Yeah.
I need a clear out.
How many teeth have you got in your drawer?
I don't know, like 76.
And are they just loose or are they in like a little bag?
Some of them are loose. One of them was from school. It was sellotaped to be like a little certificate.
Yeah.
Saying my tooth came out in school or something. And yeah, they're just there. Like I don't use that drawer for anything. It was just an empty drawer. But now it's
KY jelly and baby teeth. And a little Kit Kat just in case you get peckish of an evening.
So, yeah, but no one tells you. There's all these books when you're having kids about like what to do, like changing nappies and making bottles, burping, feeding, and everything. But there's nothing after that. Like, so my eldest he's 12 now. So last Christmas he was 11 and he was in high school.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, he's 11 and he's in year 7, like first year high school. Like at Christmas time, like he knows. We don't need to have that conversation. He knows. He's got a phone and an iPad with access to the world's knowledge.
The World Wide Web.
Yeah, the World Wide Web, the WWW. And we don't need to have that conversation. Anyway, on the last day of November, is it the 30th, 31st?
30 days have November. It's literally the first part of the poem, but go ahead.
Right, okay, well, I don't know. No one told me the poem.
No one told you anything.
No one's told me shit. I don't know when you had this meeting. I wasn't involved. I didn't get the memo.
I haven't even got kids, and I know what to do.
So we didn't have this conversation. Anyway, we sat there that night, and he's asking me about putting the tree up. And I'm a bit of a Grinch when it comes to it. I'm like, if it's up to me, we'd put the tree up Christmas Eve. We'd take it down Boxing Day. But obviously, you've got to keep the magic for the kids alive.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I will put it up, but the date has to say December at least. And then he said to me, do you think the elves will come tomorrow? And I'm like, my mum was round as well. And I'm looking at my mum going, I don't know, Nan, do you think the elves are going to come tomorrow? I mean, my mum was looking at me going, oh, I don't know. Knowing full well, me and my mum binned the elves like September before.
Oh,
because we thought, they're not going to be into that this year. So we binned them. I hate the elf on the shelf, and that's a different thing in itself.
Yeah, that's America.
And I'm sitting there going,
too involved.
Is this when we have the conversation with him? Like going, mate,
they're not fucking real.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, everyone.
But I couldn't do it.
I hate the elves.
So I went out to Asda to
buy a little jog elf.
I had 5 members of staff looking for the last elf in that shop, and we found one.
Oh my God,
and
how lucky are
I
you?
took it home and did something mad with it. I can't remember it. Oh, that was it. That was it. I'll tell you what I did with it.
What did you do?
Oh my! Right, I remember what I did with it now because.
Sorry.
What are you laughing at?
We got the last one in the shop. I took it home and did something mad with it. It was fucking defluffed by the time I'd finished with it. I didn't know how to explain it to the kids. There wasn't another one for me to buy. I fucked it. Literally. Sorry. You just told... I'm so sorry.
You're so dirty-minded today. You all right?
Just today.
So...
I can't be the only one that misheard that or put that interpretation on it.
I'm living the trauma. So
sorry.
Right. So what I decided to do was I wrapped the TV up with wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Right, and sat the elf on top of it. Right. So the kids come down in the morning and they're like, "Oh, look what the elf did!" Like literally, I put that much effort in, and it was just not worth the reaction. They just went, "Oh, the elf's wrapped the TV up," and you're like, "Yeah, a fucking doll, mate. You believe a doll?" Is woke up in the middle of the night, got the wrapping paper out, cut a piece off, wrapped it around the TV, sat on top of it waiting for you, and you're just like, "Oh yeah, it's just a fucking Tuesday." Like it's
it's just a fucking Tuesday.
Right. So then I'm like, right, okay, come on, let's take it all off now. And the kids stopped me, like, "You can't." I was like, "Why?" Said, "If you touch the elf, it loses its magic."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, well, the elf is stopping me from watching TV, so the elf can fuck off for all I care. And if I'd have known that from the get-go, like, I had to rewrite the rule book. I was like, no, the rule is if kids touch it, it loses the magic. Parents can still touch it. And George was sat there going, "I don't know about that." And honestly, I couldn't watch TV all morning.
Until they'd gone to school, and then you were like, "Right, I'll fucking..."
And then I took it all off, and then, like, when they come home, they went, "Oh, have you been home? The elf's moved." I was like, "Oh, I must have heard what we were saying this morning, and just decided to, do you know what, enough's enough. Let's put the wrapping paper in the bin." But
Dad wants to watch The Chase when he gets home from work.
Love the chase.
Oh, kids nowadays.
Honestly, there's like little things like that, but I'm just not. I know this is like. I don't feel mature enough though to have these type of conversations with them, even though I know I need to because I'm like the parent and that. But like, how do I break the child? How do I sit him down and go, right? Listen, Santa.
The fact you've called him Santa has upset me. It's Father Christmas.
Oh, we call him Santa in our house.
Father Christmas in mine.
No, yeah, but I've got his numbers, and that's what he prefers to be called by his friends.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, it's like, you got your full name. Like, that's his full name.
So Father Christmas is your friend, but no one thought to tell you to wrap the tooth in anything so that you can feel it under a pillow.
It didn't get brought up in the conversation. Tell me about the naughty and nice list. So I don't know how to break it to him.
And how old's he?
He's 12 now. He's in year 8. We've got Christmas coming up, and I just hope he just pulls me aside and goes, "Listen, big lad, I know." And I'll just give him the wink. I'll go, "All right."
I think he's gonna pull your kecks down for as many years as he can.
There's also part of me that thinks that
free money for teeth.
Yeah.
Christmas presents that Father Christmas buys.
There's part of me that thinks though. Does he know that it's me? But he's like, but if I let on, does it stop? Like, because he's probably looking at that going, "Hold on, right? If it is him, then he doesn't believe in Father Christmas, and there's not a load of presents downstairs for him in the morning. So I'm just going to play this game a bit longer."
Maybe.
And he actually knows, but he's just like, "I'm just going to do you know, George? So my youngest George, he's 10 now, right? Last year he said to me when he said, "Do you know Father Christmas isn't actually real? It's actually your parents, and the reason you have to be asleep is because they don't want you to know it's them, and they want you to think it's Father Christmas," right? And I said to him, I was like, just to try and keep the magic alive. It
No.
fall on my feet. I was like,
No, that was your opportunity to be like, you're right,
yeah, but
mate.
he's 10. You can't do it to the 10-year-old.
That's a perfect age to find out.
Well,
They can't go to high school knowing or still believing in Father Christmas. You are putting your
he was in
child
year 4 at the
into the
time.
bullying zone.
Yeah, but I know.
But I want him to get bullied. He's been a dickhead. He deserves a little kick in the head.
Sometimes if he came on was like some kid sparked me, I'd go high five the kid. So I said to him, I was like, right, you're telling me, mate, you think that when you're not around, when you're not looking, I sneak to the shops, buy you some presents, hide them around the house, wrap them up, and then on Christmas Eve, put them out, and then let you believe that it was Father Christmas? And he just looked at me and went, yeah, you've got a point.
Why would anyone go to that much effort?
I know, yeah, I was sitting there going, part of me was like, oh, thank God that's over. But then part of me was like, give me some fucking credit, mate.
Aww.
I've fallen out with
How
George this
cute.
week.
Why? What's happened? Oh, what?
Right.
Oh, I feel like this is going to be good.
So I get a phone call from his mate's mum.
Yeah.
Like one Saturday afternoon, and she tells George and his mate are like their birthdays. They're the same age, and there's 2 days between their birthdays. So
Little
he's, like,
20s
like
nearly.
2 days older and all that. And for his 10th birthday, his mum got him a phone. Right. So he gets this phone on his birthday. His birthday was the Friday. On Saturday morning, I get a phone call from his mum to say, like, just want to have a little chat with you. So I got a phone for his birthday, and what he's decided to do is take a picture of his willy and send it into the year 5 group chat.
No.
So
How many kids are in this
I
group
have
chat?
no idea. I didn't even know there was a year 5 group chat. That shows how much I'm responsible as a parent. I'm just like,
Oh, no.
I don't even check. I don't check his iPad. I don't need to. What are you going to talk about? Like Father Christmas. So at first I was like, oh, that's awful, that. And then it settled on me. I was like, why are you telling me that? So then she says, because George, my son, took a screenshot of it and resent it to everyone. And I'm sitting there like mortified by this point. I'm like,
So your child is distributing child pornography, yeah?
by definition, yeah.
You couldn't write it.
Honest, I don't even know how to handle it. I was like, what do I do in this situation? I was like, right, okay. And I was at first, you know, when you like when you just see red and you think, little prick, right? Excuse the pun. And then I thought about it, because I was at Ollie's footy, my eldest's footy. So, and George was at his nan and granddad's house. So, I had at least 2 and a bit hours to sort of process it. And I was just thinking about it. I was like, you've also got to think like this is like completely new to them, like to the kids, and as parents and adults, we didn't have that technology in there. So like the conversations that you typically have with them is like, don't talk to strangers, especially when they're online. Don't talk to people you don't know. You don't sit there and say, hey, don't take pictures of your willy either and put it on in the year 5 group chat. Because you just don't think...
Because you just don't feel like you need to have that conversation.
You don't think the first thing you're going to do as a camera is go, I'm going to take a picture of my
Because
willy.
when I was 10, I was playing with Polly Pocket.
Yeah, you're not taking pictures of willies. Right. So you don't feel the need to have that conversation. But I suppose when you think about it, I mean, everyone knows about dick pics now. People are doing it now.
Yeah, but you'd expect it when they're like 17, 18 and above.
If
Not year 5.
you say 17, 18, there's 40, 50-year-old blokes taking pictures of the wieners and sending it to people they don't know.
That's absolutely fine.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, and not if they don't know them.
Yeah, it's not fine.
Oh,
Ask Emily ATAC.
why? What happened to her?
She gets them daily. She not see her little interview.
I've had a couple of unsolicited dick pics
Exactly.
before.
Not fine.
That wasn't okay.
Stop sending pictures of your willy, regardless of whether you're 40 or 10.
But it is okay for a 40-year-old to send one. I'm just saying that
If
that's
it's
fine.
wanted. If you
want it.
Yeah. But so people will do it. People will take pictures. So it's not really a surprise that, you know, kids are going to be like, hey, apparently he didn't even take it himself either.
What?
He was at his friend's house. He got his friend to take the picture of his willy.
Why are boys like this?
Boys, isn't it?
Because I would never just stand there and be like, girls, take a picture of me with me little fanny out. It's not going to happen. Not when I was 10. Didn't want anyone to look at me fanny. And not now.
Ah, well, boys want to show their willies off. So
He's obsessed with them.
So like I was like, listen, I'm going to tell George, like, go and delete it, and then go in your recently deleted, and then go delete it again. Make sure that doesn't exist on the laptop.
The police will still find it, but remove all traces of it the best you can.
The best you can. So I had a conversation with George about it. You know, I took all his electronics off him. You know, let him really know that he's in trouble.
The only thing you're allowed that plugs in is the Hoover.
Yeah. And then I thought that was that. Next thing you know, right, this kid's dad calls me.
Oh,
and apparently this kid's dad is like,
he hard?
Nah, I'd take him. But he's a school teacher, so he's all like, safeguarding and all things like that, right? And so he's on the phone to me, and at first I was like, I've already spoke to the mum. We've sorted it. I've had a conversation. It was sorted, but on the same note, if I was in his shoes, I get what he was like trying to achieve and all that. And he was just more like, I just want to make sure that it's completely gone. So he said to me, and I quote this, "Can you confirm you've deleted the picture?" And I was like, I can confirm that I've told George to delete the picture because I'm not viewing.
Don't want to look at it.
No, I can't be having someone put through my door. I've got baby teeth in a drawer. Like, what are they going to think? Imagine that, put the door through. Sarge, you won't believe what we found. What? We found a drawer full of baby teeth. Wait, really? The sicko. Well, that's not even the least of it. What else? There's an envelope with hair in it. Like, I can't have this on me.
I can't go.
I just think I feel.
I'll come and visit you in prison. I'll bring snacks.
Honestly, I can't cope with it. I'm done. This parenting thing. People think, right, when you're having a baby, you get to hold him like this, and it's all nice little moment. Like, you're like, oh, look at him, it's just dead cute. And it is like that for 5 minutes, and that is it. It will never happen again. The rest of the time, you're arguing about whose turn it is to change the nappy. I did the night feeds last week, and you're getting phone calls from other people's mums saying that my son took a fucking screenshot of this little boy's wiener. It's not what I was expecting, and I'm not ready for it. What do I do?
I don't know. I've got no advice for you.
So the best way I thought to handle this situation was like to have like a conversation with both of them, right? So. And I'm trying to be serious. I'm trying to have like a straight-faced conversation, you know, like dad talk and all that. You know, like we've all had that dad chat.
Right, guys, we need to sit down. And have a really
like stern face and everything. Right, listen. But inside I'm like, I'm fucking dying. I'm like, I can't have this conversation. So, but like the conversation was about like, first of all, right, if someone sends you. In fact, I actually, do you know what? I don't know whether this was a bit too, like, thingy, but I did say it's borderline illegal. Like,
but it is.
Yeah, I was like, this is like.
Because even when they're old enough to do it, you still can't forward it to someone else.
Well, this is the conversation I was having. I was like, if someone, I said, I don't know if I don't know if I feel comfortable saying this out loud, but I'm just going to say what it is. I had to tell them. I had to sit these down. I was like, you are under the age of 18, and if someone sends you who is also under the age of 18 sends them a naked picture, I was like, that's not just getting in trouble with your mum and dad, that's getting in trouble with the police as well.
16.
I think it's 18. You know, I'm not Googling that.
Same.
I'm not Googling that.
What about incognito mode?
I'm not doing it. Okay. Nope. I've got baby teeth in a drawer. I'm not having it.
I'll ask around and see if anyone knows.
So I told him that, and then I said to him, and also, I was like, just do yourselves a favour. I said, if you took a picture of your willy and sent it to someone, obviously I said willy because I'm talking to kids. I'm like, if you took a picture of your willy and sent it to someone, you have to be prepared for that person to show everybody because it could happen. So don't take a picture of your willy and don't send it to anyone. I said, and also, let's just be honest, who wants to look at your willy anyway? And then he started laughing, and I'm starting to laugh, and I'm like I just lost the authority in the room then. And but these are the conversations.
But I think it's a fair point that you've made. But at the age that they are, it's a really difficult conversation to have.
Oh yeah, Joe started laughing as soon as I said willy.
It is funny though, isn't it? 36 over here, still laughing. Hey, Willy.
So it's been an eventful couple of days, and I don't think I'm over it.
I wouldn't be either.
I don't know where to go from here. I don't know how.
I think the first thing you should do is clean out your bedroom drawer and get rid of the teeth.
Get rid of the teeth.
I think you've had an effective conversation. That should nip that in the bud.
Yeah.
No more willy pics left, right and centre. Especially not in the year 5 group chat.
That's what I wouldn't mind. Right, so although
I feel naughty knowing about this.
Don't tell me about it. And just for the record, no, I didn't go and look for it to delete it. I was like, you do it in that room over there, and I need you to sign a non-disclosure to say it's done. Like, we've got it in paperwork. I've sent it over to the legal team. It's boxed off.
Kids know a lot more though these days. It's just a different generation, isn't it? Like, even think about us in year 5. We didn't have camera phones.
No. I was drawing pictures of Dragon Ball Z. Honestly, I wanted...
I was probably playing Kirby.
Kirby, man. You don't even play Kirby anymore?
They don't even know what it is.
No?
British Bulldog.
No, that got banned, didn't it?
Duck Goose.
Someone said, someone broke an arm. Like, no. And when you're saying about like technologies and not having cameras and things like that, we didn't have like anything like that.
And when we did have cameras, the pixelation on it was so horrendous that
you couldn't
even barely make out what it was.
Yeah, you couldn't send a picture to somebody anyway. When I was in, I think I was in like year 8, so I must have been like, how old are you in year? Well, I was all his age now, so like 12, 13. When I got my first phone with a camera on it. And like you could barely see what you took a picture. If you showed someone a picture, you'd be like, "Oh, that's us down the park," and you'd be like, "Is it though?"
Nah.
Looks like the drawing that used to come out.
I think I was about 16 before we got cameras on phones.
You old.
I know. I think me first phone I ever had, I was in like year 7 or 8, and I think the aerial was bigger than my phone now.
Oh, you still have to pull it out, didn't you? Dead long thing. Did you have a pager?
No.
See, I didn't. I
think my dad did.
My mum had one. But this is how, like, the kids must think I'm like well old because they asked me, Dad, did you have a pager? I was like, how old do you think I am? No. How do pagers work? I don't know.
I don't know, actually.
I genuinely don't know.
Because where do you send the messages from for it to come through on the pager?
I honestly,
because you can't type on a pager. Did you speak into it?
My mum had one. I'd ring her now, but she never answers the phone when I ring her.
Go on, I dare you.
I'm not going to ring her.
Go on, ring her.
No, because like she's in work.
Oh, fair enough. I won't ask my mum. She definitely didn't have one and probably wouldn't have a clue. No. She said to me the other day.
Should I Google it? I'll Google that.
I sorted her out a new. This wasn't the other day. A couple of months ago.
I say that the other day for me. The other day could be anything from yesterday to the day I was born. Anywhere in between that's the other day.
It is what it is. And I sorted it out with a new contract. And I was like, right, so you've got unlimited minutes, limited text messages. Don't worry about data. I can share mine with you. I've got mega loads. You're fine to just unlimited it. She was like, well, what? What if they're on a different network? Will that cost you? I was like, what? I was like, that hasn't been a thing since the early 2000s. You can text whatever network you want on and that will come out of your allowance. And it just cracked me up because that was a thing in the day. Like, I used to be able to text there for like a penny because we were both on Orange back in the day on my pay-as-you-go.
Remember Orange Wednesdays?
Orange Wednesdays, love that.
Yeah. Anyone got an Orange Wednesday code? 2-for-1 offers.
I miss Orange. I had a little dolphin plan.
Oh, yeah, they had like different ones, didn't they? Dolphin. What was the other ones?
Can't remember.
Yeah, same. I do remember.
But
Dolphin.
I was Dolphin.
Technology's just changed that much now. Like, kids can't play knock and run anymore.
Can't.
No.
Because the people will see them from the comfort of their couch because of these stupid video doorbells. They've ruined everything.
I think they're good when they're used properly, but I think posting on Facebook with a video of a kid playing knock and run, calling them scumbags, is a bit too far.
I saw one the other day and it was like, oh, someone's egged this. And I was like, oh, we've kind of all done that though. Like, it doesn't make them scumbags. We've all egged someone's house one time or another, whether it was Halloween, whether it was just the middle of May and you just thought it'd be funny. Like, we've all done it. Doesn't mean we were scumbags or dragged up. It was what we did.
And that's what I think. I find it just dead frustrating when you're like, there's kids being kids. We've all done it, as you said. But because you've now got a video camera on the front of your house and you can record the person doing it, I don't start posting it all over Facebook. If they came and they torched your house,
then fair enough.
Put it on Facebook. Who's these
But
kids?
a little scrambled egg.
But if you've put a bit, do we all
just a knock and run? Knock and run's funny.
Knock and run was well fun.
I love knock and run. We used to do that all the time.
It's the sob stories that go with it. They're going after me mum's house. She's like 165 years old. You know, she's got one leg. And it's like, no, she hasn't. She's fine. Like, literally, what's the worst thing? If someone's knocking on your house and running away, what's the worst thing that happens? You have to get off the couch. You go to the door. Oh, there's no one there. Probably just kids messing around. And then about 15 minutes later, they do it again. We used to do it. We used to terrorize some vampires.
Stop it.
Psycho Sam.
Psycho Sam, is that what you named him?
R.I.P. Yeah.
Is his name Sam?
Yes. Yeah. He was just like, so, and the reason, because the reaction we got, like, I'm not condoning it by any stretch. Now that I'm an adult, I'd say mature, but I can't say the word willy without laughing. So we had this older gentleman who lived by ours, Psycho Sam, and like he used to just walk down the street, and if you seen you, and just depending on what mood he was in, he'd either say hello or he'd just scream at you and start hurling abuse. He was dead homophobic.
How did you know he was homophobic?
Because of the slurs that he'd shout at you.
Even as a child?
It didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter.
Wow.
Like, he was proper. We knocked at his house for Halloween, and we were just like,
for trick and treat, or
yeah. Not for a laugh. Like, no.
Didn't know. We were talking about knock and run.
Oh, it's because rumors went around and like someone went, "Hey, knock on Psycho Sam's. He gives you a tenner," and we were like, "Does he really?" Let's knock on. Right. So we went to the door, and so we were like 12, and we knocked on the door, and he answered it, and we went trick or treat, and he went, "You what?" I went, "Trick or treat," and he went, "You what?" Started to get scared. I was like,
maybe he's deaf.
And he just went, "I'll fucking trick you in a minute." And he just started chasing us.
Wow.
He was I'm not exaggerating when I said he was appropriately named Psycho Sam.
Yeah, I thought you were just being a bit harsh, but why would he just chase us?
He was proper. he was, Psycho Sam was bad. But I'm glad no ring bell the door footage of us knocking on his house is all over Facebook. Because you just don't want that in your life. And it's like, do you remember in school if there was a fight in school?
Yeah.
How would you know about it?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. Now you can watch it in HD.
That's not okay.
I literally just and it. Part of me, like, you see him because they go around. Part of me thinks, did your kids not know they're about to get jumped? Because like there's like 4 camera angles. It's like set up like a studio. There's a camera up here. Like if you walked in,
everyone's got it out.
Everyone's got the phones out here. Like, what's going on here? And there's like there's a person there fucking doing some stretches in the corner. You're like, shit's going down. Like, you just know. I think.
Why can't you just meet and be like, I'll meet you on that field at 3:15, and everyone just watches, and then you just go home for your tea.
Now there's just like,
and it is sly, and I think
I do.
The generation of now have got it quite lucky with some things, but then there's other things like that that I don't envy them.
I don't think, because people says it happens all the time and all that, it's happening more now than it used to. I don't think that's right. I think it's probably might be a bit more now because everybody wants to be like a gangster.
I think it's just because there's evidence of it.
I think that's the
there was always fights. There was always someone having someone out on the field or at the back of the school, or we'll go home and have our tea, but it's 6:00, you better be here.
Whereas like now it's just,
and you'd have to turn up, otherwise you'd be a fanny. Well, that's enough reminiscing from us today. Hope you enjoyed our episode. Tune in next week for some more chit chat.
Ciao.